What is up, my guys? It is Cool 150 here, and we are going to be beginning the series with Pac Man. So, I'm not exactly sure why I picked this, but I just think we should always start with the classics, Pac Man. It's as simple as it gets, Just gotta start off with the Pac Man. But, I'm so glad you guys could tune in and watch. So, we will be, starting with Pac Man, as I just said. We will be getting into a few gameplays, like we'll be playing a classic. We'll be playing the unique mazes. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna start with this maze right here. And we're just gonna hop into like a few minutes of gameplay. And then we'll stop. And we'll like get into some other things. But this is just how I'm gonna typically start the series, Like, Pac Man is just the meat of video games. Like, Pac Man is as serious as video games get. Like, if you don't play Pac Man, or at least know of Pac Man, you may not be too familiar with the video game industry. But getting into my matters, I haven't been on YouTube in such a while, and I will state why in just a moment. But I'm glad to be back, and not only back, but I'm better than ever. I am now going into mobile games instead of console games. I will state the reason for that in a moment. Okay, so first, what happened to my channel? Okay, so most people know me straight up as Cool 150, and I used to make video games on my, I used to make gameplays on my console. I used to play Wii U games, PlayStation 3 games, mobile games, emulators and stuff, the whole package. But what happened was, one day, I was riding my bike, and I dropped my phone into a puddle of water, and my device was ruined, and I was unable to recover it. So I had to get a new phone, and on Christmas Day, I finally got my new phone. So I know what you guys are thinking, why didn't you recover your old data on your new phone? Well, this was a completely different phone, and I couldn't remember my password. It was very, very complicated. So I could not get my old account back. So I used to just spend my days just watching myself on YouTube. I used to just watch my old Cool 150 videos, remembering the good old days. And then that's when I told myself, I need to start over again. I need to go back doing what I used to do. And that was entertaining you guys, getting you guys to like something that I feel I should express, Like, when you share something that you like, you get other people to like it, It gets the good mood going, if you understand what I mean. It gets you in a mood, and it puts you in a happy mood, like to know that there's someone out there who likes the things you like. And I feel like I'm talking a little too much, because like in my last channel, I never spoke this much. I would just play the game and then just, shut my mouth. But here, I feel like I have to speak more. I have to get you guys to understand the situation. Oh, and another thing I forgot, I said I was gonna say, why do I go to mobile games instead of just console games? So here's the situation with that. I don't think you guys actually believe me, but what happened is my house burned down. I actually had a house fire, and my house caught on fire while I was not home. I did not see the house on fire, but I heard that it was on fire. We were relocated to my stepfather's house, and the result was just about everything was gone. Well, we had some clothes, and I was able to save one console, like my PlayStation 3 and all that was gone. And most of my games were gone too, so I was not able to recover my video games, so I just decided I'm not able to play console games if I don't even have games. So that's why I converted to mobile, because it's easy to access a mobile game than it is to a console game. I mean, why go to GameStop and get like a $30 game when you could just download like 5 video games for free, you know? It's a pretty easy deal. And, well, that's pretty much the statement on that. But I've been doing way better since that, and that's happened about a week from my birthday. So, you know, I'm recovering, but I'm just so glad that you guys are here once again, as I stated already. But let's try to get back on the main topic. The reason I'm playing Pac Man, which I stated earlier, it's still undefined, and unfortunately it's gonna stay that way because I really don't know why I chose to play Pac Man. I just find Pac Man to be the game, you know? I felt that's a good way to start the series, but I'm gonna escalate it into better games and better gameplay and better commentary, because this is actually my first time doing this. I never done commentary like this before, and it just feels strange, you know? But I've never actually played Pac-Man like this in such a long time. Honestly, like, if you play Pac-Man, you probably played the classical Pac-Man, you know? Like, nobody really plays much of the Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures kind of thing, or Pac-Man, Pac-Man Party or something like that, or, you know, it's just when you hear Pac-Man, you think the maze, the power pellets thing, you know? That's what you think. You don't think Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures and Betrayus and stuff. You think the good old Pac-Man, you know, 1980s stuff. And that's kind of the approach I wanted to take on this. I was like, should I begin with the old games, or should I start with the newer games, you know? Like, I feel if I started with the newer games, not everybody would have known what I was talking about. So I thought, if I start with the old classical games, all the fans would really know what it is, because most people can relate to the old classical games, you know? Like, Pac-Man was something a lot of people grew up on. I can't just pick out, like, Fortnite or something, although it's a very popular game, you know? It's not like something that's been around for such a long time, maybe 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 years, but, you know, that versus a game that's been out since, I don't know, about a 30 to 40 year timeline. That's an easier bet, so, you know. And I think we've gotten over a few boards, and I think that's about what I'm going to hit for today. So I just want to thank you guys once again for watching, and please tune in, because there will always be new content uploaded. And once I'm done with this game, we'll head into some other games, and I promise you guys you won't be embarrassed. Well, not embarrassed, but I promise you guys won't be satisfied. I mean, there's a better word I could say. Satisfied. So I just want to thank you guys once again for watching. Tune in next time. Keep on gaming. And this is Triple